The Legend of the Christmas Witch. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the rolling hills of Italy, there lived a kind and gentle old woman named Befana. Befana was known throughout the village for her spotless house and her delicious baking. Every day, she could be seen sweeping the steps of her little house and tidying her garden, making sure everything was in perfect order. Befana loved to bake cookies and cakes, filling her home with the warm, sweet smell of fresh treats. One chilly winter night, as Befana was sweeping her floor, she heard a soft knock on her door. Surprised to have visitors so late, she opened the door to find 3 wise men standing before her. They were dressed in splendid robes that shimmered in the moonlight, and their eyes shone with the light of a distant star. "Good evening, kind woman," one of the wise men said with a gentle smile. "We are following a bright star in the sky to find a newborn king. Have you seen the star?" Befana looked up and saw the star twinkling brightly above the village. "Yes, I see the star," she replied, "but I have not heard of a newborn king." The wise men explained that they were bringing gifts to a special baby born in a humble stable in Bethlehem. They spoke of the angel who had appeared to them, guiding them on this holy journey. Befana listened intently, her heart stirred by their story. "We would be honored if you joined us on our journey," another wise man said. "The more hearts united in joy, the brighter the celebration." Befana hesitated. She looked around at her tidy house and thought of all the chores she had to do. "I would love to go," she said softly, "but I have too much work to do. My house must be kept clean, and there are so many things that need to be done." The wise men thanked Befana for her kindness and continued on their way, their robes shimmering as they disappeared into the night. Befana stood at her door for a long time, watching the bright star in the sky. She felt a longing in her heart, wondering if she had made the right decision. The next morning, Befana woke up with a new feeling in her heart. The story of the wise men and the special baby stayed with her, and she decided that she wanted to find the newborn king and bring him a gift. She hurriedly baked a batch of her best cookies, wrapping them in a soft cloth. She took her broom, her trusted companion, and set off on her journey, following the bright star in the sky. Befana walked through the village, asking everyone she met if they had seen the wise men or knew where the newborn king was. But no one had seen the wise men, and no one knew about the baby. Befana's heart was heavy, but she did not give up. She walked through towns and villages, always following the star, always asking about the wise men and the baby. As she traveled, Befana met many children along the way. The children were curious about the kind old woman with the basket of cookies and the bright star in the sky. Befana shared her cookies with the children, telling them the story of the wise men and the special baby they were seeking. The children loved Befana's cookies and listened with wide eyes to her tale. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Befana could not find the baby, but she did not lose hope. She decided that every year, on the eve of the Epiphany, she would set out on her journey once more. She would fly through the sky on her broom, carrying a basket of cookies and gifts for the children she met along the way. Befana's visits became a cherished tradition in the villages and towns she passed through. Every year, on the night of January 5th, the children would leave out their shoes, hoping to find them filled with Befana's sweet treats and small presents. They would fall asleep with excitement, dreaming of the kind old woman who flew through the night sky on her broom. As Befana continued her search for the special baby, she brought joy and happiness to countless children. She would sweep into their homes, leaving behind cookies and gifts, and sometimes a little broom to remind them of her visit. The children would wake up to find their shoes filled with goodies, their hearts filled with wonder and delight. Befana never forgot her mission. Each year she hoped to finally find the newborn king, to bring him her gift and see his bright, shining face. Though she never found him, she knew that her journey brought light and love to the children she visited. Her heart was full, knowing that she was spreading joy and kindness. In every village, the children began to look forward to Befana's visit with great anticipation. They would listen eagerly to the story of the wise men and the special baby, retold by their parents each year. Befana became a beloved figure, a symbol of generosity and kindness. One cold January night, as Befana was preparing for her annual journey, she thought about the many children she had met over the years. She thought about the joy and happiness she had brought into their lives, and she smiled. She knew that even though she had not found the special baby, she had found something just as precious, the love and laughter of children. As Befana flew through the sky on her broom, she looked down at the twinkling lights of the villages below. She thought about the children tucked snugly in their beds, dreaming of the gifts they would find in the morning. Befana's heart was light, and she felt a deep sense of peace. And so, every year on the night of January 5th, Befana continued her journey. She flew from house to house, leaving behind cookies and small presents for the children. The children left out their shoes, filled with hope and excitement, knowing that Befana's heart was full of kindness. The legend of the Christmas Witch teaches us that kindness and generosity are important. We should always be willing to share what we have with others, especially those in need. Befana's story reminds us that it is not the gifts themselves that matter most, but the love and thoughtfulness behind them. We can all be like Befana, bringing joy and happiness to others through our kind actions and giving hearts. Befana's story also teaches us about the power of perseverance and hope. Even though Befana never found the special baby, she never gave up on her journey. She continued to search year after year, bringing light and love to the children she met along the way. We can learn from Befana's determination, knowing that even when things don't go as planned, our efforts to spread kindness and joy are never in vain. And so the story of Befana, the Christmas Witch, lives on. Each year, as the bright star shines in the winter sky, we remember her journey and the joy she brought to the world. We remember that we too can be like Befana, spreading kindness, generosity, and hope wherever we go. In the end, it is the love and kindness we share with others that makes the world a brighter place. Befana's story reminds us that we can all be a light in the darkness, bringing joy and happiness to those around us. And as we celebrate the magic of Christmas, we remember the lessons of Befana, the kind old woman who flew through the night sky on her broom, spreading love and joy to all.